Hi and hello everyone. Wishing you a very good morning, Vahini. Good morning to everyone. I hope all of you are doing fine, safe, healthy, happy as ever. That is good, Vahini. Good to see you. I am doing absolutely fine, Vahini. Just having a bit of, I think, what should I say? Something in my thought that is giving me all this cuffs in between. Apart from that, everything looks fine, Deepak and Santosh and everyone. Good morning, Siri. Nice to see you. I hope you are enjoying the class and studying and getting something out of it. Great. So, as usual, I am a person who does same thing always. So I start the class on the same note. Uh, Sit at a place where you have good network. Do not move around here and there. If you move around here and there, you will lose network. You lose network, you will be disconnected. You will be disconnected, you will again come back, you will lose a lot of time. At the same time, if you have to send any message, I am here. I have logged in by two IDs. Good morning, Anjali. One is Astik, one is Astik Udenia. So you can send your message on the smaller ID, Astik. You can always send or address your message to everyone. Everyone sees it. Moreover, I have also right now allowed you to unmute yourself on your own. I understand that all students are good and they will not make unnecessary noise. You are such a good bunch of kids that very hard to find. In fact, this is the first time actually I am teaching students from the southern part of India, and you are very disciplined. I must tell you that the guys that I teach, sometimes they are very disturbing. It's very nice to see that it's not the case with you guys, and I'm very happy with that. On that note, let us start today's class. And I think I had given some question in the previous class, and most of you have attempted it. Those who have not attempted it, and I think that maybe almost all of you, apart from who sent the last message, who sent the last message? I forgot who sent the Vahini. No, Vahini ke baad bhi I got a message. I forgot who had sent me. So you see, I have a short-term memory loss. Anyways, I'll just do it in short and let us all see how that question had to be done correctly. Most of you have done it correctly, but we have made Goli, good morning, small mistake at the very last moment. And those mistakes are going to cost you. So it's time that we rectify those mistakes. I think the question was like this. I had this A, velocity of A was how much? 4 or 3? I think it was 3 meter per second along north. This is definitely north. I might, uh, I might, uh, I might make a mistake with the values. I think it was this is north. This is definitely west. This is definitely east. This is definitely south. And the other person B was moving westward with a velocity of 4 meter per second. Am I correct, or am I have I interchanged it? Is this the correct question that we were discussing? Yes or no? We were supposed to find the velocity of A with respect to B. Hannah, thanks for correcting me. And or velocity of B with respect to A. We are supposed to find both of these. Okay. How are we supposed to do this? As all of you know, there are no special methods that I have. I only have those that same old methods, and we are going to solve this question by the same old method. How I'm going to do this? First, I'm going to find velocity of A with respect to B. And how I'm going to find this? This will be simply velocity of A with respect to ground minus velocity of B with respect to ground. Is that simple as that? No points of not understanding this. I also know that I have a unit vector J along positive x y-axis, I along x-axis, minus I along minus x-axis, and minus j along minus y-axis. So here I have written all those. What is the velocity of A with respect to ground? Velocity of A with respect to ground, it is moving 3 upwards. So it becomes plus 3j minus velocity of B with respect to ground, it is moving 4 meter per second along minus I. So it is minus 4I. I hope all of you understand this. So the answer for first part is 3j plus 4I, or you can write it as 4I plus 3j. Remember, whenever we write the velocity in the form of I and j, we always write the I component first and the j component later on. That is good. 4 squared plus 3 squared. So it is basically 5. It is basically 5 meter per second. But that is also not good enough, because we have to also get the direction, tan theta. And remember, this theta is from the x-axis. To find theta from x-axis, we divide the y component by the x component. It's 3 by 4. So tan theta is 3 by 4. That implies I know theta would be 37 degrees. Do we all agree on this? Can I have some raised hand that we reach up till here? We reach up till this step of magnitude. How many of you reached this step? Only 3. No, there were more than 3 in the group. There were more than 3. Let me wake everyone up. Everyone is sleeping. Sashank, Mansa, Rishika, Triveni, Harshita, Surendra, Sai Darshak, Sai, Veronica, Sanjay, Ganesh, Dinesh, Sainath, Yashwant, where are you? Kevin, Jay, Shankar Reddy, Jagdish, Suman, Charita, Sai Tarun, Maruti, Anil, where are you everyone? Yes, 22 people got it. Great. 22 plus some, so I think somewhere around 27, 28. Great. Now, most of you have done the mistake. Most of you have done the mistake, drawn it in the wrong quadrant. Look at this beta. I is positive, J is positive. Must be in the first quadrant. Must be in the first quadrant. Must be in the first quadrant. So basically, how it is drawn. These are my x and y axis. Okay, remember, A is going here, VA. B is going here, VB. I have found out velocity of A with respect to B. So I have become B and I am watching A. How does A look to B? That is what I have found out. How does A look to B? That is what I have found out. And how does it look? Wow, it looks like this. First quadrant, ting, ting, ting. Angle 37, ting, ting, ting. This is the velocity of A with respect to B, ting, 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 background music. And the length or the magnitude is 5 meters per second. Do we all get this? Do we all get this? We have found out the velocity of A, which is going northwards, with respect to B, which is going westwards. We have become B and found out the velocity of A. It makes an angle of 37 degrees with x-axis in the first quadrant, and the value is 5 meters per second. Am I clear with everyone? Do we understand this? How I have done this? Vahini, am I clear with this? Can I have some raise hand that we have understood this, sir? Remember, getting the answer is not important. Any fool can get an answer. You have to understand what you have got, what is meant by your answer. Once you understand the meaning of your answer, that is when you are going to crack JEE. And when I say JEE, I don't mean JEE mains. I mean JEE advanced. JEE main is a substandard exam. What do you mean by substandard exam? That exam is not conducted by IITs. That is conducted by some company called NTA. It's a substandard exam. It is an exam based on CBSE. You would be able to clear it. This thinking part, understanding part will be tested in JEE Advanced in my time, there was no JEE mains. It was IIT JEE, Indian Institute of Technology Joint Entrance Examination. For me, JEE is always that JEE. So on in that JEE, which is JEE Advanced, understanding math. JEE main is more about how quickly you can do this. JEE Advanced is more about do you understand it. So I hope you understand this. VA is like this, VB is like this, but A with respect to B is like this. Difficult to imagine, but this is what life is all about. Do you understand this, right? Now, once you get the value of VAB, you don't actually need to find out the value of VBA because you can straight away write the value of VBA. Do we understand this? From here, I can straight away write the value of VBA. Yes or no? I can straight away write the value of VBA. Yes or no? Yes, sir. What will be the value of VBA? Velocity of B with respect to A. What would be that? It is just the negative of this because that's a negative vector. So it will be minus 4i minus 3j. Am I clear? Minus 4i minus 3j. Yes or no? Negative of this vector. Minus 4i minus 3j. If I had to find out the magnitude of the velocity VBA, it will be again coming same as 5. If I find the value of tan theta with the x-axis, it will again be coming as 37 degrees. But remember, the quadrant has changed. X is negative, Y is negative. Which quadrant it lies? This gentleman, the green gentleman. The green gentleman was in the first. Shameful, Hanak. This lies in the third quadrant. It lies in the third quadrant. First का opposite third होगा ना बेटा. See, this red gentleman is in the first quadrant. इसका उल्टा third में आएगा, fourth में कैसे आएगा? How will it come in fourth? Common sense. Now I'm going to draw VBA in the same graph. And here is how it looks like. VBA. This angle is 37 degrees. As you can see, they are all opposite of each other. VAB is going like this, first quadrant. VBA is going like this, third quadrant. Am I clear? Do we understand this? Anyone has a doubt? That was the answer that I was looking for. I think one student sent me the right answer, Karthik. It was Karthik or I don't know. It's hard for me to recollect. But someone sent me the right answer after I had told you that you are wrong. Someone sent me that. Do we understand this now? Can I have some raised hand that we have understood this, sir? No problems. I have lowered all your hands. Everyone got this answer? Only 7, only 8, 11. I must wake people up, that means. People must be sleeping. Sai Sarda, Shashank, Manasa. Manasa, where are you? No responses. Harsh, Vijay, Venkatesh, Triveni, Harshita, I've lost you. Siddharth, Sana, Reddy, Rahul, Veronica, she never speaks. Sanjay, Ganesh, Dinesh. The trio of Sanjay, Ganesh, and Dinesh, they never talk. Yashwant, Shashank, Kevin, Jogeshwar, Jayashankar, Janu Jatot, Jagdish, Sumant, Sai Tarun, Maruti. I hope everyone is there. Everyone is understanding it. Okay. So that was all about velocity of A with respect to B and velocity of B with respect to A. Now, in the same question, if I ask you, after 3 seconds, what is the distance between the two? They start from the same point. After 3 seconds, find the distance. After 3 seconds, find the distance between the two. They don't have any accelerations. They only have velocities. So that means their velocity is uniform. A will always move towards north. B will always move towards west. What will be the distance between them after 3 seconds? I have got an answer, but I'm not very happy with the way it has been done. Not very happy with the way it has done. It has been done by Yashwant. It has been done by Yashwant, but Yashwant, I need more clarification. 15 units is the right answer, but how did you get it? Is the what I am looking at. And I'm scared that you would have used something which is not correct. That is why I'm more concerned. After 3 seconds, what is the distance between the two? That is what I'm looking at. Can anyone give me? Or the question that I've asked, the answer is 15. Yes, probably Yashwant has got it in the correct way, but I'm looking more on the way. Sometimes you're looking at a specific way of attempting the question. And that is the problem with your answer, Yashwant. I'm looking at a specific way how you have done this. Yashwant, can you unmute yourself? Yashwant, are you there? Reddy Yashwant, can you unmute yourself? I think my voice is not getting to you, Yashwant. Anyone else has done this? After 3 seconds, what will be the distance between the two? Okay, it's pretty damn simple how I would have done this. The motion is in a straight line. The motion is in a straight line. So what I'm going to find out here, is displacement of A with respect to B, or you can find out the displacement of B with respect to A. Basically, that is what you are supposed to do. That is what I am looking at. To basically find the displacement of A with respect to B or displacement of B with respect to A. That's it. How will you find it out? Is the next question. Okay, ready? You can't speak. I understand. You are listening in PC, but PC also has a microphone, beta. You can probably use the microphone. Anyways, not a problem. Not a problem. Displacement of A with respect to B or displacement of B with respect to A. I'll just do one of those because it doesn't matter. I'll get the same answer. Since these are vectors, I will just get different directions. Doesn't matter. I understand it. Who will tell me how to get the displacement of A with respect to B? Who will tell me this? Or B with respect to A? Who will tell me this? Please raise hands. So I'll give you a chance to do this on board with me together. So I told you always listening, learning is a team sport. Who thinks that he can help me in doing this one? I have one reply from whom? Okay, that's ready. Who can help me in doing this one? Please raise hands. No one? Anil, Maruti, Venu, Anjali, no one. Jagdish, Hannah, Mahini, Sainath, Siri, Triveni, Harsha, Manasa, no one. No one thinks that he or she can do this. It's pretty damn simple. It's pretty damn simple. Trust me on that. You know how to do it. You have done this. You've done this many times in motion in 1D. You have to just repeat your feet, nothing else. Anyone? Santosh has raised hand, so I'll give Santosh. Santosh, there is no right answer, there is no wrong answer. There is no right thought, there is no wrong thought, there is no stupid thought, there is no foolish thought. Everything is correct. Unmute yourself, tell me how you'll do it.
Displacement of A with respect to B equals to
Displacement of A with respect to B equals to what?
initial velocity of A with respect to B
Initial velocity of A with respect to B
into T
into T
plus
plus
half into
half into
acceleration of A with respect to B
acceleration of A with respect to B
into T square.
Well done, Sai. That is what you were also saying. Well done. Can I cut something off from here?
1 by 2 A with respect to B.
Yes, why? Because A, acceleration of A with respect to B is 0. So this becomes 0. What next? Well done, Santosh. What next? Just fine, that is 0. You just put the values. You don't know this. What is the initial velocity of A with respect to B? This is the velocity that you have found out, right? Where is there? It is here. How much is that, Santosh? Read it for me.
4I plus 3J.
4I plus 3J. So I'll just write it 4I plus 3J
Into
multiplied
3.
by
3.
3. That is your answer. What is your answer now? Just multiply them.
12I plus 9J.
That is the displacement of A with respect to B. Do we understand this, Santosh? Do we understand this, all of us?
Sir.
12I plus 9J. That is the displacement of A with respect to B. Santosh, well done. Can I have some raised hand that we understand this, sir? That is how it has to be done. That is how it will be done. And all of us can do this in this way. Displacement of A with respect to B. One question here. Santosh, are you there online?
Yes, sir.
If you would have found out the displacement of B with respect to A, what would be your answer?
Minus 12I minus 9J.
Yes, great. If, yes, Vani, that is correct. If instead of A with respect to B, we would have found B with respect to A. Yes, Teja, the answer would be minus 12y minus 9j. But the question here was, why, what is the distance? What is the distance? Now, how do you find the distance? Whenever someone asks you the distance, it is the most difficult question. Most difficult question is distance, because for distance, we need to find out the path. But here in this case, it is simple. Why? Because once you have become B, and I will just become B here. See, I have become B. I am B. Now, when you become B, B doesn't go anywhere. B remains there. Now, what does B see? B sees that A is moving like this. Yes or no, Karthik? Yes or no, Santosh?
Yes, sir.
This is the velocity of A with respect to B. So B is just moving in a straight line. Just moving in a straight line with respect to B. A is just moving in a straight line with respect to B. Now I can be sure of what is the distance between them, because now distance will be equal to the magnitude of displacement. Am I there? Are you there, Santosh? Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, Reddy. That is correct. That is correct. That is what I was looking for, beta. I was looking for this element in your answer. Since with respect to B, A is moving in a straight line, always in a straight line, Vahini. The magnitude of this displacement, will be equal to the distance traveled. And you just need to find out the magnitude of this displacement. Santosh, how will you find it out?
Under root 12 square plus 9 square.
Under root of 12 square plus 9 square. And what would you end up with? Yes, Teja, we would end up
Under
with
root 1.
15. That is correct. That is why I said Yashwant's answer was correct. No doubts about it. But probably what Yashwant would have done is he would have taken the velocity ka magnitude and multiplied it by time. Yashwant, did you do that? Did you take the velocity ka magnitude and multiply it by time and give 3? Yashwant, that is wrong. That is why I said that it's moving in a straight line. And Reddy Yashwant, you were very lucky, because in this case it was moving in a straight line. That is why you got your answer. And I did not want you to follow the wrong method and get the right answer, because then it will always remain with you. This is wrong. You should not do it this way. This is right. You should do it this way. Am I clear? Am I clear, Yashwant? Am I clear, Santosh? Am I clear with everyone? How I've done
Clear,
this,
sir.
and how did not I support Reddy getting the answer in this way, and how I supported and why I supported Santosh solving it in this way. Can I have some raised hand that we are all on the same planet, in the same universe? This universe is good. G is 9.8 meter per second square, and you see, life is quite simple. One gentleman is moving in north, one gentleman is moving in west, but the actual motion to B looks like this. This is pretty straight line. Thank you, Santosh. You can now mute yourself. We shall now move on to our next thing. Again, a question, and we'll be trying to do this. What is this? Let me get that question on board. How do I get this on board? Okay, I will just share it. Yes, I will share it. And here comes the question. Question number 11, taken from your notes. Two particles A and B are projected in air. They are projectiles. A is thrown with a speed of 30 meter per second, as you can see. B is thrown with a speed of 40 meter per second, as you can see. Find the separation between them after 1 second. Can you do this for me? Find the separation between them after 1 second. Have you seen the question, everyone? So what we'll do is, have you seen the question? Are you trying this question? Everyone? Okay. What you do, we'll do this question later on. I first want you to do this one, which is, I think, question number 12. So I first want you to do question number 12, then we will probably do that one. Or maybe I'll give you that question for homework. So this is the question that I'm looking at first, just to get a idea of how you've understood this. An old man, as you can see, that blue gentleman is the old man, and a boy are walking towards each other, and a bird is flying over them as shown in the figure. So you can see that little bird. Little bird is moving with a velocity of 20 meter per second at an angle of 37 degrees. Have you seen this question, everyone? You have to find the velocity of tree, bird, and old man as seen by boy. You have to find the velocity of tree, bird, and boy as seen by old man. Basically, you have to find the velocity of everything with respect to every other thing. Do you understand this question? Everyone understand this question? Tree, boy, old person, bird. There are 4 things in this question. You have to find. We'll just do one of these, and probably we will be able to understand the rest of this. So we will do question number 1. Question number 2 and 3 will be given to you as homework. So we'll do question number 1. What is question number 1? Someone is... We'll do... Why I am having this sound? Okay. We'll do question number 1. Find the velocity of tree, bird, and old man as seen by boy. We'll do this part, and the rest, question number 2 and 3, will be given to you as homework. Your time starts now. Please read the question carefully, because I am going to take it off and I'm going to solve it. Why I'm getting this disturbance? Someone is muting or unmuting himself, probably. Maybe something wrong with the mic. Boy is moving with a velocity of 16 meter per second. Old person is moving with a velocity of 2 meter per second, and bird is moving with a velocity of 20 meter per second at an angle of 37 degrees. I hope everyone has seen this question. Yes or no? The question is pretty damn clear. You have to.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Who is this? Someone, I think, was trying to disturb the class. I put it in the waiting room. Okay. So you have to find out the velocity of tree, bird, and man. Tree, bird, and man as seen by the boy. Am I clear? So the question passes on to you, and I'm looking for your answers. I'll just draw the question. I hope everyone has seen the question. Here I have this is the tree. This is my tree. This is my boy. This is my old man. And this is the bird. Boy, velocity of boy is I think 16 meter per second. How much is that? 16 meter per second. Old man is 2 meter per second and bird is 20 meter per second. I forget always. 16 meter per second.
Hello, you. Hey, you. Why are you telling the classes, you stupid fellow? Hello.
Thanks. Yes.
What, bro? What is this?
Okay. We have such stupid people coming here. I don't know from where they are getting, from where are they getting the, from where are they getting this ID that they come and join, and how are they joining without being in the waiting room? I don't understand. So anywhere is, so whosoever is there sitting on the office, please make sure that the waiting room is activated and all these people come in the waiting room, and the number or the name you don't recognize, just throw them out from the waiting room. Okay. Waiting room, I don't think is activated, and that is why it is creating a problem. So I have now muted you all, and now you won't be able to unmute yourself because I have disabled that function. So where was I? Okay. This is the old man. Velocity of old man is 2 meter per second. And velocity of this bird, boy, so I call it bird, D. Velocity of bird is 20 meter per second. Velocity of the bird is 20 meter per second at an angle of 37 degrees. I'm giving you 5 minutes. I'm giving you 2 minutes. I hope you can solve this. So you have to find, the question is you have to find velocity of, this is tree, velocity of tree with respect to boy, Velocity of old man with respect to boy. Velocity of bird, which is D, VD with respect to boy. What is this? Who is coming in this room, man? Is there anyone in the office? Who all are coming in the room and joining? Why and how are they getting the class link here? Need to do something about it. Okay. Everyone is there in the class? Can I have some raise hand? I got distracted by all these activities that were happening in the class. Only 4 people are there in the class? Oh no. Oh yeah, we are more. Okay. So we have to find the velocity of tree with respect to boy, velocity of old man with respect to boy, and velocity of bird with respect to boy. Let's hope someone does it, and I'll give you a chance of doing it. Let's see who does it. Who is this man? What sort of name they have put? What is that? Whosoever is coming in this room, yeah. Why is the waiting room not activated? So anyone has done this question? Who will help me in solving this? Who among you? I have got raised hands. Let me lower all hands first. Who will help me in solving this question? Surendranath. Surendranath has gone. Who will help me in solving this question? Anyone? Anyone who will help me out? Anyone who can solve this question? Hanak. Okay, Hanak, you have raised hand. Tell me. I have asked you to unmute. Unmute yourself and tell me how to solve it.
Sir,
Yes.
velocity of boy with respect to ground is 16 meters.
Velocity of bird. Oh, bird or boy? Boy. Boy with respect to ground is? Hanak, did I lose you? Hanak, try again.
Velocity of boy with respect to ground is 16 meters per second.
So, should I write it like this 16 meters per second or should I write something else?
Plus 16 meters per second.
I should write it as 16I, Hanak. Vector, because things are in vector now. Things are moving in other dimensions. Okay. What about next one? Velocity of?
Velocity of tree with respect to ground.
Tree with respect to ground?
0 meters per second.
0. So there's no point of writing this. Okay. What is the next one?
Velocity of tree with respect to boy.
Done. That is done. Velocity of old man with respect to ground. How much is that, Hannah?
20 meters per second.
Old man
20.
is 2 meter per second this way. So how will you write it? Minus 2i. Yes or no? We all agree on this? We are using vectors here because bird is moving in some other direction. So you have to use vectors. Teja, I'll give you a chance to... Anjali, I'll give you a chance to unmute. Anjali, tell me how to do it. Anjali, can you unmute yourself? Okay, Anjali is gone. Okay, so velocity of old man with respect to ground is this. Bird is moving. This angle is this bird. This is T. This is 30. Go back to vectors. 37. How much will be velocity along x? Anyone remembers it? How much is cos of 37? It is 4 by 5. Yes or no? Do we all agree on this? 4 by 5. Yes, Teja. So this becomes 16. This becomes 16. What about velocity along y? What is the velocity along y? This is 20 cos 37. So this becomes 20 cos sine 37. Sine 37 is 3 by 5. Do we remember this? Yes. So this becomes 12, 16, and this becomes 12. 16 is like this. And 12 is like this. The next question is, how will I write the velocity of like this? 12 is like this. Who will tell me how will I write in vector minus 12j? 16, it is 16i. It is 16i plus 12j. Yes, that is correct, teacher. That is done. That is correct. So now I have all the velocities. Do we all agree on this? Yes, Deepak. 16i is velocity with respect to ground. 3 with respect to ground. 3 does not go anywhere. It is 0. Velocity of old man with respect to ground minus 2i. He is moving like this. Velocity of bird with respect to ground 16i plus 12j. Can I have some raised hand that we have understood? How many of you have got up till this step, have understood up till this step? Only 6. So I must again say Triveni, Harshita, Swati, Siddharth, Reddy, Rahul, Dinesh, Sainath, where are you? Jashwant, Shashank, Kevin, Jayashankar, Jagji, Satvika, Suman, Sai Tarun, Shreya, Manasa, you're not replying. Anil, Maruti, Anil, are we all there? Yes, I got some replies. Remember, the problem is still not over. I've just found out velocities with respect to ground. Now from ground, they are not asking the velocity with respect to ground. They're asking velocity with respect to, okay, Manasa, they are asking velocity with respect to the boy. Who will tell me how to find out? So I have to find the first one, velocity of tree with respect to boy. Who will tell me this one? Velocity of tree with respect to boy. Who will tell me this one? I'm lowering all hands. Who will tell me velocity of tree with respect to boy? Velocity of tree using the formula. Yes, which formula? Vaini. Santosh. Teja. Unmute yourself. Do you know the answer? Velocity of tree with respect to boy.
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
velocity of tree with
Tree,
respect to boy equals to velocity of t with ground
ground,
minus
minus.
velocity of boy with respect to ground.
Well done. Now tell me the values fatafat.
0 minus
0 minus
16i.
0 minus 16i. Yeah, so what is the answer? Minus 16i. Do we all agree on this? To boy. Teja has given the first answer. Well done, beta. Now you can mute yourself. We have got the first answer. Velocity of tree with respect to boy is equal to minus 16i. We are now looking for the next one. Next one, velocity of old man with respect to boy. Please raise hands of who will solve this one for me. Ganesh is waiting in the room. Ganesh, probably a student of ours. Velocity of old man with respect to boy. Who will tell me this? Santosh and Jatul, they have already done question. Anyone else apart from Teja? Santosh and Teja are taking lead. They have solved 2 questions, 3 questions each. Anyone else? One more minute, I'll wait. Anyone else can tell me how to find out velocity of old man with respect to boy? No one. Okay. Then I have no option. Vahini. Vahini has not raised hand, so I'll have to go to Vahini. Vahini, where is Vahini? Vahini, yes. Yes, Vahini, unmute yourself and tell me how to find it out.
Sir,
Yes.
V of OG minus V of OB.
Velocity of old man with respect to ground minus velocity of B with respect to ground. Good. What is the velocity of old man with respect to ground? It is minus 2I minus what is the velocity of boy with respect to ground? 16I. So the final answer would be minus 18I. Do we understand this, Vahini? Did you get the same answer? Vahini, are you there? Okay, did you get the same answer? What about the others? Do we all agree with the answer that Vahini has given us? Velocity of old man with respect to boy is equal to minus 18I. How many of you got this answer? Please raise your hands. Only 8, only 10. Deepak has got, Deepak has said yes. What about the others? Only 14. Not good. Sharda, Shashank, Varsha, Venu, Rishika, she never talks. Vijay, Triveni, Harshita, Surendra, where are you? Triveni, Siddharth, Sana, Reddy, Rahul, Ganesh, Dinesh, Kevin, Jogeshwar, Jayashankar, Satvika, Sai Tarun, Suman, Shreya, Manasa, Anjali, Anil. Okay. Third one comes velocity of bird with respect to boy. Probably the toughest of these. Velocity of bird with respect to boy. Again, I am lowering all hands. Who will solve this one for me? Santosh has already come up with his hands. Santosh has solved this. Teja, again, he has also solved it. So I'll again give chance to someone else apart from Santosh and Teja. Who is there to take up the challenge of solving probably the toughest part of this problem? Only Santosh and Teja have raised their hands. What about the others? I've got some answers in the chat. Yashwan says 12G. Yashwan. Okay, Yashwan can't unmute, I think. Just raise your hand so that I can see. It's easier for me to see these hands. So I only have 2 raised hands. So I only have an option of 2 students. So I'll give the chance to Sun. I've got third one. Deepak. Yes, Deepak, I'll give you this chance. Vijay Lakshmi Tanaka. Okay, I'll admit her. So I'll give chance to Deepak. Deepak, tell me how to do it. Unmute yourself, tell me.
Velocity of D with respect to ground
D with respect to ground
minus
minus.
velocity of B with respect to ground.
Well done. Now tell me the values.
16I plus 12J
16I plus 12J, correct?
minus
Minus
16I
minus 16I. So what is the final answer, beta?
plus 12J.
Plus 12J. That means to the boy, how is the bird looking? To the boy, the bird is simply looking as it is going vertically up. Why is that so? Because the boy is also running in the same direction as the bird. Are you getting my point, everyone? Everyone understands this question, how we have done this? Everyone understand this question? Anyone? You all understand this? Yes or no? Okay. So that finishes this part of relative motion. I'll give you 2 minutes to all of you go through what we have done. I will give you a brief of what we have done. What we have done up till now is we have found out the relative velocities and relative accelerations in some case of one body with respect to the other body. and we have solved some pretty damn simple questions. All the questions are simple on those points. What I would now ask you is that this question has two more parts. You have to find the velocity of tree, boy, and old man with respect to bird. You have to find the velocity of tree, boy, and bird with respect to old man. Can you solve them on your own? Yes or no? Can you solve them on your own? Yes or no? Yes, sir, says Deepak. We'll do it as homework. Well done. That is the spirit. All of you should do homework. You should not be scared of doing the homework. Answer may be correct, may be wrong, but the answer doesn't matter. Answer is the least that I am concerned about. I am more concerned about how you have attempted the question. See, in today's class, Yashwan got the correct answer, but I told him, beta, no, this is not done. You have to do it in the correct way. I'm more concerned about you attempting it in the correct way rather than you getting the correct answer. So I'm not concerned with your correct answer. I'm least concerned with your correct answers. I must get the correct attempt. Can you promise me that you will attempt this question no matter what answers you get, no matter how stupid your answer might sound to you, might look to you? I've always said that nothing is stupid, nothing is foolish. No thought, nothing is foolish. Everything, yes, Viney. Solve it and send me your attempts in the send me your attempts in the group. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to move to another very interesting, part. I think I have opened up the wrong thing. Another very interesting part, and that is known as river problems. So you can write the heading. If you are writing any heading, write the heading as river problems. What is the heading you have to write? We are doing now problems based on the flow of a river. Problems based on, what are we going to do now? Problems based on a lot of things. I have studied small part. Look at this small part. We are doing them. Problems are based on, let me magnify it. Okay, I think this is okay. I can magnify it more. Oh, I can't do it. So I have to reduce. Okay. Every problem that we do on a river, whether it's a problem of one dimension in river or problem of two dimension in river, all the problems will be done on the same way, in the same way. Now, most of the cases, what you will be knowing is that something known as man can swim relative to water. So you will given something known as what is the speed of man with respect to water or river. That will be known as V of man with respect to R, river. Sometimes we will call it as river. Sometimes it will be called as still water. Please listen to my words very carefully. These words will help you in your final exam. Velocity of man with respect to river, velocity of man with respect to still water, anything of this matter, anything of this type will be known as VMR. Do we understand this? Can I have some raise hand? Velocity of man with respect to river. Because man is going to swim in river. So we have to find out the velocity of man with respect to river. Am I clear? Now this velocity of man with respect to river will be equal to velocity of man with respect to ground. Yes or no? Minus velocity of river with respect to ground. Yes or no? Do we all understand this? Can I have some raise hand that we understand this, sir? Yes. Or I can write this equation in another way. Velocity of man with respect to ground. And you remember how did I write this? I put a R in between. यहाँ पे I put a R in between. R. Ting. Ting. I hope you remember what and how I have done this. I hope you remember that. That will be equal to, I have changed the color of the pen. So stupid of me. Velocity of man with respect to river plus velocity of river with respect to ground. Basically, this thing has come to the left hand side. Do we understand this? What I have spoken very, very slowly. Do we all understand this? What I have spoken in a very slow language so that all of you understand it and absorb it with a deep breath. From tomorrow, river problems come. No matter 1D problem, no matter 2D problem, no matter 3D problem, based on the same concept. Remember this concept that is going to help us in the remaining classes. On that note, I will wind up today's class. We'll be beginning with the problems on relative motion in river flow. We have done some problems of relative motion today. I've given you homework today. Tashank, do you have any doubt, beta? You can ask your doubt. On this note, I will wind up today's class. I hope that I see you tomorrow in great spirits. May the Almighty keep you safe, healthy, and happy. Till tomorrow, I will meet you again. Till then, bye bye. If you have any doubt, you can ask me now. Bye bye.